everyone that I've known, that I've talked to about high school, had that one English class or that one English teacher that became their freaking villain origin story. Everyone. You go into that class as a very innocent little child and you come out all emo and dead on the inside. For me, this class was grade 11 English. I still have not recovered from the PTSD from that class. And every once in a while, you might get like that one good English teacher and your happiness like rebounds a little bit. But then 99% of the time, English teachers are the ones with the worst personality and just like the worst people in general. And it's always the English teachers. Someone's got to do a study on why people become English teachers in the first place, because I swear to God, they have got some like childhood trauma that's like affecting their mental health and they want to project it into the world. Point number 2, who is in charge of recruiting high school staff? Why are we literally recruiting like the 7 deadly sins in human form? You have pride, right? That's always that one librarian that you have that sustains their entire ego based off of telling kids to shut up in the library. And then you have greed, which is just the principle. And then you have lust. And this one's obvious. It's always that perverted PE teacher you have. Ours got fired, but every school has one. Every one of you watching right now has that one, whatever, science, English, math teacher that just reads off a pre-made PowerPoint and calls it a day. And they get paid. We need to put an end to this, because why are we spending an hour or more in a class when we can just read the PowerPoints by ourselves? I just want to talk about teachers for a little bit longer because I have so much emotion when it comes to this. I've got so much passion. And I'm usually not the one to hate. Like, teachers are, they get paid very less for the work they do. They gotta wake up early, drive from probably very far away, come to work. But still, some of these teachers, man, they've got more mental issues than the students. Like, there's teachers that don't even like kids. And I'm so confused here because, hello? If you hate working with kids, I hate working with kids. I'm never gonna become a teacher because I know I hate working with kids. You got the teachers with extreme anger issues. I don't want to say this, but they're always bipolar. Like, one day you'll see them walking around, they'll say hi to their students. The other day they're screaming at kids in the hallway. You'll literally walk past a random door and you'll be like talking to your friends, and then the teacher comes out and screams in your face.
Right! That's it!
These teachers need to get their problem fixed before getting recruited and getting paid. I also hate teachers that are just way too philosophical for the subject they're teaching. For example, they'll be teaching physics and they bring up like the meaning of life and they start talking about the meaning of life in class. This one's not as bad as the other two because I don't think it affects students as much. It's just a little bit annoying because I'm spending my time in school trying to learn about a subject and instead I'm here learning about the meaning of life. You've also got the teachers that just love talking about their own lives. Like, I swear these teachers probably have mild narcissism. I want to say these teachers are at the top tier for wasting students' time. You'll see all your classmates developing, from like little children to like have more personality or whatever. But then some of these kids, they just have the worst EQ possible. Like, how did you survive 5 years of high school? And how do you even have friends? There's kids that just don't know when to shut the hell up. There's always one or two. One is like hell, and two is, I don't know how you're alive if there's 2 of these kids in your class. Let the information sink into your head first before asking a question, please. And there's these kids asking these deep questions, and like half the time the teacher doesn't even know how to answer. And it just makes everyone's life so much harder. I would have a class genuinely just to teach kids when to just not talk and shut up. I'm not sure about you guys, but our school washroom is absolutely disgusting. You'll walk in and it looks like a freaking escape room. Half the time, the lights are off for absolutely no reason, and there's like a dim light coming from like a semi-transparent window, and there's like fog and smoke from all the vapes, and it's like a weird berry smell mixed with like all the shit in the washroom. Also, I want to talk about the toilet paper. Why is the toilet paper like 0.1 millimeters thick? Isn't toilet paper a basic necessity for human sanitary purposes? Why do we not have toilet paper? And why is the toilet paper so thin? And going into a washroom stall is literally like opening one of those blind boxes that you find at like Toys R Us or something, because you literally don't know what you're getting. High school kind of shattered my entire worldview and my entire perception of reality, because usually you think people that don't do anything during work, they get fired, or like they get cut, or like their pay is gonna go down or whatever. But no, these teachers are surviving just fine, maybe even better. If you're still in high school, then frick you, because I'm graduating.